Hello and good morning, everyone. So today I decided to do a little vlog because it's been requested. So I'm just going to be taking you throughout my whole day. So every day in the summer, I like to wake up at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Today I decided to sleep in for about an hour and wake up at 10 o'clock. And I start my mornings every day by doing a little bit of stretching just to kind of wake my body up and to get myself prepared for the morning. So after I do all my stretching, I head into the bathroom and I go and wash my face. I use overnight acne treatment, as you can see. So I like to wash my face off so that it kind of helps get rid of that and clean my face off. So I'm using the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash, and I'm just wetting my face with some water and gently scrubbing that into my face. And then after that is all fully been scrubbed in and I feel like it's kind of gotten all over my face, I will then be taking my little Clinique facial brush and I will then just turn it on and scrub it in a little more just to make sure that I get all of the gunk and stuff that happened during the previous day or the previous night while I was asleep, making sure that my face is nice and clear. And then once that's over, I just rinse it with warm water. After I'm done washing my face, I then go and I say good morning to all my animals. I have 2 cats and 1 dog, and so I'm just saying good morning to Aries right now, and then I'm going to be then going upstairs and saying good morning to my other cat named Mystic, and as I'm petting Mystic, my dog Luna can see that I'm giving him attention, so she runs over, so I make sure that I say good morning to her. After I do that, I like to spend about 5 or 10 minutes every day meditating, and I love using this app called Pacifica. It's a really great app to use for meditating. There's a bunch of different options, and when you go into the meditation portion, there's a bunch of different things and different subjects that they use for meditation. And once I'm finally finished with meditating, I will then get up and then make my bed. I like to try to make my bed every morning so that it makes my room look a lot neater and cleaner. And it just makes me feel better about myself because whenever I feel like I have a tidy space, I feel like I have a tidy head and I just feel better about the day and I feel like I'm doing something productive early in the morning. And that really helps me drive to trying to have a more productive day as well. And then after I have made my bed, I decided to do a pore strip today, so I'm then taking the Biore charcoal pore strips and I'll be using those on my face. But first what I do is I put warm water over my nose just to open the pores and then stick on the pore strip. It says to keep it on for about 15 to 20 minutes, but for this time I decided to keep it on just a little bit longer just so I made sure that everything was dried down and it would get most of the blackheads out as I possibly could. And while I'm waiting for it to dry, I like to write a gratitude list or just do a little bit of writing each day just to try to ease my mind and get my thoughts out on paper and just try to think of things that I'm grateful for each and every day. So I've recently started this and it so far has helped make my everyday life seem a lot better. So after the 25 or 30 minutes have passed, I decided to take it off. I take it off very slowly and I take it off in an upward motion so that I make sure that I get as much out as I can from my nose, and I try to make sure that I have really clean pores and just try to get all the gunk out as I can. And yes, I am that disgusting person that looks to see how much gunk is off of my nose. After that, I'm then doing a face mask. I love face masks. I do them as often as I can without breaking out my skin. So this is a sheet mask that I'm using. So I just carefully take out the package and the face mask that's in it, and I unwrap it, and then I put it on my face and let that sit for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes has passed, I just take off the face mask and then I rub in any of the residue that is left into my skin. And then once that is done, I decided to take a drive and go to my work for food. I work at Chipotle, so it's a very healthy and easier alternative for food, especially in the mornings when I don't really feel like making food or I don't really have time. I've also just never been a breakfast person. I don't really eat breakfast in the morning because that's not really when I get hungry. Around 12 o'clock is usually when I get hungry, and that's when I decided today to stop in and get some food. I just got my food. I got a bowl with chicken. I'm trying to be healthier, so I've gotten a lot of their sauce with a lot of veggies and stuff, just to try to alcohol that it's really good, but also healthy. After I got done with eating, it was time to take the dog out, so I just let her out to play for a little bit while I got ready. Okay, so I usually don't wear a lot of makeup anymore because I want to give the chance for my skin to breathe and to get better skincare or like less acne, whatever it might be. But since I am going to be going out a little bit and hanging out with my boyfriend, I just wanted to kind of put just a little bit on just so that I don't look dead. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit over my blemishes that I have, and then put some under my eyes, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline New York concealer in the shade 10, which is light, and on the Tarte Shape Tape, I have the shade light. And this is kind of just like a little bit of a darker concealer, and I'm going to dot that in between the Shape Tape under my eyes so that it kind of balances out and doesn't give me such a white under eye look when I'm not really wearing that much makeup. So I'm just going to blend this out. And I love the Tarte Shape Tape because it just covers so much and it just makes your skin look flawless and beautiful and just very pretty and doll-like. So rather than just blending it all in, I'm taking a lot of the excess from it, from where I put it, and kind of putting it all around just so that it doesn't look like there's like a lot of white splotches on my face. Just going to blend out my under eye. And a little goes a long way with the Shape Tape. Like as you can see, I just put 2 dots with a little bit of the mixture of, with 1 dot of the mixture of the Maybelline under my eye, and it's completely covered. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go over where I put the Shape Tape with that little bit of that darker concealer, just to kind of balance out. Since this concealer is pretty light, I wanted to take a slightly darker concealer and kind of go over that just so that it makes my skin look more natural, and without wearing a lot of makeup makes it even out and look kind of more similar to my skin tone. And what I'm then gonna do now is just take my Coty Airspun powder, shake a little bit of it off, and just kind of go just underneath my eyes like this. Not a whole lot to where it looks fake, just to where it sets that under eye and to where it doesn't get creases and look kind of ratty and disgusting by the end of the day. And just going over a little bit where my bigger blemishes are to set the skin so that it doesn't wear off as easily. I'm just gonna close it up and put that away. And what I always like to do is take, I don't like wearing a lot of lipstick a lot, so I just like taking a baby lip. I love the baby lips. And just use that because it moisturizes your lips and it makes them look really luscious and just really pretty. And that's what I kind of really like about it. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of a shimmer on my eyes. I'm taking the e.l.f. Molten Liquid Lips, the liquid eyeshadows in the shade Copper. I'm just gonna swipe some of that on my finger. Look at that color. If you can see that, I love this color. And I'm just gonna just dot it on my eye and then blend it out with my finger just to give it a little bit of shimmer and give me that little summery glow. And what I really like about this product is that it's very buildable. Like if you put the first layer down, it comes kind of sheen, which is the look I'm going for today. But some other days, if I want something that's a little bit more noticeable and a little bit more shiny without it being too much, I will put a second layer over and just pat it with my eyelid just to give it a little bit more shine. As you can see, there's just a little bit of shine, but not too much where it's noticeable. I'm not going to be doing my brows today, but I'm just going to be brushing the hairs up and out to kind of fill that natural brow shape and make them look a little bit more filled in. I'm taking the slightest bit of mascara. This is the Better Than Sex by Too Faced. And not putting a lot on, just to make my eyes look more awakened. And I'm not going to be putting this on my bottom lashes because sometimes when I do that, it just makes it look a little gunky and cakey and not really that natural. And then it can get, without wearing full face of makeup, you can see like the black lines that are starting to form around from the bottom mascara, and without having a lot of makeup on and just kind of trying to go for a little bit more of a natural look, it can give you almost raccoon eyes, and that's not a very pretty look when you're trying to just keep it simple and natural. And so the next thing I'm gonna grab is one of my holy grail favorites. It's the Anastasia palettes. I have all of them right in here. There's just two of these right now, and I'm debating on whether I want to go in with the Glow Kit or the Aurora palette, because the Glow Kit has a lot of the more neutral shades, while the Aurora palette has a lot of these like really pretty shades. Like I love Lyra and Eclipse, mixing that and then putting a little bit of Luna in the corners of my eyes and on my nose. But since I'm going for a more natural look, I'm going to go in with the Glow Kit, and I'm going to take the shade Summer, and I'm just going to take the IT Cosmetics brush. It's a concealer brush, but I really like using it for the highlight because it's kind of picks up the product and it distributes it really nicely. I'm just going for a light, subtle highlight today, just to make me look a little bit more glowy and summery, nothing too crazy. So I'm putting it on my cheeks, on my cheekbones, a little bit on the forehead above my eyebrows to kind of make it a little bit more glowy and So I'm ready to see how the light reflects. It looks really pretty. Just going in again on the other side. And what I usually do is once I have it on, I'll kind of blend it out a little bit just so that it's not too harsh, especially when I have, I'm going for like a natural look today. And I'm just gonna pop that a little bit over my Cupid's bow. And just a little down the nose. Just to keep everything looking a little balanced. I'm gonna try something new today. I'm gonna go in with a dark color bronze. Not too much. And just kind of where I normally put it up here, I usually go like this. I'm gonna mainly focus that on the sides of my face to kind of give it like a little bit more a bronzy highlighted look without it being too noticeable or too dark. And that is pretty much the extent of this little makeup look today. If I go into a better light, you'll be able to see. So we can see it's just very natural, very glowy, not a whole lot going on, but just enough to where you look a little bit more presentable and look like you're not dead, which is always a good thing. But I'm gonna get changed real quick and then I'll be right back. So this is the outfit for today. It's very simple and very casual. I've got my Birkenstocks, some jean shorts that are very light washed and kind of ripped, and they fit so comfortably. And then this V-neck navy blue cropped shirt with my little elephant necklace. Just very relaxed and very casual, but still also maybe slightly dressy, so I can pretty much go anywhere. But right now I'm gonna finish getting ready and finish packing my bag and bringing my dog in. And then I'm gonna go back to work where I just was and meet up with my boyfriend because he's picking me up from there, and then we're going back to his house and we're gonna be hanging out for a little bit, so yeah. Currently just sitting in my boyfriend's car while it's on the jacks, and he's putting coilovers on it, so this is a fun time. Just got picked up from Jacob's house and it started downpouring. Thanks, Mom. Now we're on our way to Barnes & Noble so I can pick up some summer reading stuff for English. So we just got to Barnes & Noble and it's pouring. Look at my little rush, Mom. Come on, hurry up! She's so tiny under this big umbrella. Look at this. So it just started downpouring and we just left Barnes & Noble. And I got some of the required stuff for my AP Literature summer reading. Got How to Read Literature Like a Professor and Girl Meets Boy, The Myth of Ippius. I still have to get one more book, but we're probably going to get that off of Amazon because it's kind of hard to find in bookstores. Now let's try to get home for all this. So we just got back from Barnes & Noble's and I just ate something for dinner. I didn't want to show you guys because it's kind of weird, I guess, to just have me be filmed eating. I mean, unless you guys want to see me do a mukbang or anything, I don't know. But yeah, all I'm really doing right now is just kind of laying here, going through my phone, probably about to read a little bit. But yeah, maybe I'll update you guys later if there's something else that's going on. Alright, so I am now getting ready for the night and getting ready to go to bed. What I'm going to start with is by taking what little makeup off I have now on my face. Whatever's left from the downpour that I got caught in earlier. It actually mostly stayed on pretty nicely, which is good. And then after this, I'm going to be taking a shower, and I will kind of show you guys a little bit of my nighttime routine. Excuse me. I usually don't like wearing a lot of makeup, especially in the summer, because I'm trying to let my skin breathe and just better my acne. I don't have that much right now. I just have this like 3 or 4 pimples right now, but they're all kind of big. And of course I had to get one right in between my eyebrows. It's always great. Yeah. I know I act really dumb in the shower, and I'm sorry for the embarrassment. That was me mourning for my nail because I burnt it on a candle, but I'm just now getting ready for bed. So I'm taking the Mario Badescu facial cleanser on a cotton pad and wiping it all over my face. I like to do this after I take a shower because it kind of creates a double barrier and makes sure I get rid of all of the gunk and the dirt that was on my face throughout the day and any makeup that might still be on my face. And then I'm next using the Mario Badescu Nighttime Seaweed Cream. I really like this formula. It's very light and airy, and it feels really smooth to the touch, and it doesn't leave any residue. It just is kind of tacky and cooling, and it just feels really good on the skin. The next thing after I do once I'm finished is I take the Mario Badescu eye cream, and I just put a little bit of that under my eyes every night. I know that people might say that I'm kind of young for having eye cream, but I always like to do it because it does prevent wrinkles, and I'm trying to prevent them for as long as I can. Once I finish with that, I'm then taking the Mario Badescu spot treatment, and I'm just taking it on a Q-tip and spotting it all over the acne that I have on my face. I don't really have too much acne, but I just mainly put this over the bigger pimples or blemishes that I have, just to kind of help it go away within a certain amount of days. I am usually one for picking at my zits, so I've been trying this to try to help me do that. And then the last thing I do before I go to bed is that I take my medicine. I have a bunch of different medications that I take, and this is the one I take right before bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. I know it was my first one. It was probably really bad, but I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day.